is the Relation Shop, where we give marriage advice whether you need a refresher, rebuilding, or whole marriage restoration.
Okay.
That's what we do. So I'm Toya.
What we do.
I have Eric and Jason.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah.
We're the show.
It'd be tough
Would it be a
without
show
us.
without?
Yeah.
It would be no person at well. You have a little bit.
It really.
You have a little bit,
a little
but I
bit.
bring a lot. I bring a lot of
You bring
personality.
personality. I was gonna say
Yes.
you are a lot.
I bring a lot of personality. So
we
what
and
would y'all
Ahmad
do?
would agree that you are a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you bring your outside voice inside all the time.
All the time.
Right.
But you know what it sounded like she was going to say? The Relation Shop, where we bring you marriage advice, whether you give a crap or not, is what I thought. I thought that was your lead-in.
I mean, that is.
but then she had threw some
Fits.
other stuff like
Yeah,
refresh,
it's
restore.
But you know, I mean,
yeah,
you know what
stuff.
really gives it away, right?
What?
Little leopard right there. See that leopard? That leopard.
did.
I'm coming with
I
it.
mean,
She
she's out
came-
there. With
She
it.
did.
Yeah.
She was like, she woke up and she's like, what should I wear today? And then she was like,
Yeah. Yeah. Feeling the
Energy.
leopard.
yeah.
Energy.
Energy.
Cougar.
That's what
Are you
we
a
bring
cougar?
in. No, I'm not.
No, Ma's not younger than you?
Nope.
Gotcha.
He's got me beat by some years.
Lisa's a cougar.
Man.
Is she?
Yeah.
Jill is too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah, we got some
Wow.
cougars.
You know what we're
in the
doing.
house. I
We
mean,
got
You
game.
know what you're doing.
I mean, shoot. Yeah, you look at these young, spry men like us.
Of
course.
Of course.
Wow. Okay.
Makes sense. So, but I was wondering, did you wear the leopard because we want to talk about romance today?
Maybe.
Is that what happened?
Maybe that's what we're doing. So, speaking of
Okay.
today's title,
What is it?
How do you spell romance?
Interesting.
How do
Like
you
literally,
not
or
literally,
oh.
not
That's
literally.
good.
Like I
you
was,
know-
I was good in the spelling bee in third grade.
you know,
Just
that's
if
good,
we
'cause
want to
you
go
know,
there.
The last one, the last
Yeah.
episode, you didn't know who Mark Twain was. So
We
the
don't have
spelling,
to go. Don't
Yeah.
bring up the
So
past.
clearly,
Jason. Do not
We're
bring
not
up the
talking
past.
about her library card here,
Mm-hmm.
but how do you spell romance? We're
How
talking
do
about
you-
what romance looks like.
All right.
And I think it looks different to everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Is Lisa
We'll see.
romantic?
She can be.
Oh, okay. What kind of answer is that? She can't be.
That was funny.
That'd be like, hey, Eric, are you 6'2"? I could be.
Yeah, it can be.
Could be if I had it. I'm waiting on a growth spurt, but I
Rephrase
could
the
be.
question for her. Is
Would
she
you
romantic?
consider,
I mean,
does she like what would traditionally be considered romantic things, like candlelit dinners and, just the romantic
on
type
occasion.
stuff?
I mean, not over the top of, that we've got flower petals everywhere.
Yeah, does she want you to
and-
look her in the eyes and
playing
hold her
Usher.
hands
I
and
got that
renew
one.
Usher? You're playing Usher. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
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 I read you more for like a color me bad guy.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what
yeah,
that is, but
exactly.
sure.
You don't.
Oh.
Yeah. R. Kelly, maybe. No,
I think he was a neighbor. I think
yeah, it's a
R. Kelly,
neighbor-
Mr. Kelly.
the neighboring prison cell. You
Yeah.
do prison
I do.
ministry.
I do prison ministry.
Have you ever
It's
been in there
fun.
with him?
No, I haven't.
No.
I
You
wouldn't
may.
know who he was if I was. So I could have.
That's okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
You can
Yeah.
try it out.
No,
I think
but
that
to
makes
answer
sense.
your question, I mean, her romance wouldn't be like, like I said, all the rose petal stuff everywhere. Okay, sure, if that happened on occasion, but it's the little things.
Sure.
Like, I thought of her at the store and I brought something home. Tulips, that's her favorite flower, and I just saw some, I bought it. So that would
I
be
was
like
thinking
romantic.
like salami or or some
Salami.
cold cuts.
What does this remind you of? Salami. That's
Something
romantic.
anyway. All right. So what about you, Toya? Yeah. What is See, here's the thing about romance. I think that it looks different for everybody.
Sure.
We get the Hollywood setup,
Yeah.
but I don't think that everybody doesn't love that stuff. So I think
Right.
romance could be different for different people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you
The
like
Hollywood
romance stuff?
No, not the typical romance stuff. So call me extra if you want to. I'll just put myself out there.
Well, so I don't want to go into name calling, shaming.
well, you
So-
didn't have a problem shaming me last episode.
Yeah, but then I recovered. You remember, and I
Okay.
encouraged you.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's right.
so I made a
There was that.
comeback. And so it's not that we would call you extra. It would just be that you are extra.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
You know what I mean?
Passionate.
But the first thing that comes to my mind is just any time that I can get away. Like when I can get away from my routine, away from the house, away from the city, then I'm like,
yourself?
Just what
no.
it was. So
Oh, I'm
romance-
sorry. with Ahmad. So
Ahmad, you watch the kids,
when
I'm
me
outta
and
here.
him
That's
literally
romantic.
go somewhere, and it doesn't even
I
have
like
to be
that.
on an airplane. Like if we just drive a couple hours out and just stay somewhere, my mind is just free. It's just crazy how I'm just like, ooh, look at him over there.
Oh,
Ooh.
so Ma gets fine when you're
He
away.
gets super fine when I'm away.
Interesting.
Super.
Super
And I'm
fine.
like, man,
Super
look
fine.
at
Leopard dress
look at
comes
how
out.
he
Yeah.
look at how he taking one foot in
Oh.
front of the other.
Oh, look at him walk.
Yes, literally. I promise
Weird.
you, it has been
Yes.
happening consistently. Yes.
I hope
Wow.
you're taking notes, Ahmad.
Yeah.
Yes.
When's the next trip?
We just
Every
and you don't
weekend,
have to
apparently.
do anything but walk. Walk.
No,
Yes.
but on an everyday note, it's you know what? I love when we have conversations and he's encouraging me on things that I'm doing, and I'm like watching him growing with his business or whatever that could be. It's like I like seeing those things, and I'm like, oh, look at him, and then I'll be like, let's put Prince to bed.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Let's put
That's
Prince
good.
to
So does
bed.
that work for Lisa if you just walk?
Walking does it typically.
Yeah, it's be
typically,
like, dude, that- the
walking.
way that guy
I mean,
walks.
like I said, it's the simple things with her. I mean, like I said, I got game.
Yeah.
Yeah, game. How you doing?
Oh,
That's all it
she
takes.
likes that.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Literally, that
Who
phrase. She.
Come on.
I feel
Okay.
You saw Friends.
I feel awkward.
Now we know.
Do you feel,
That's
Do
good.
you
I
feel
don't
dirty
know.
now?
I
Because you
don't-
kind of liked it?
I can't make eye contact with Jason now. This feels weird.
It's a little, yeah, it's all right.
It feels weird.
Bromance, okay? Right?
I don't know. So let me define a little bit because I think it does look different for everybody.
Sure.
So you know me, I like research and book reading and
Yeah.
not Mark Twain. Clearly, we've established
Clearly,
that in
yes.
past episodes,
Right.
but like actual practical nonfiction type stuff that's helpful.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, and so this was a national survey of women.
Ooh.
Right? And
Okay.
so
That's
they asked
interesting.
in a national survey of women what was the most important thing to them in a relationship. Overwhelmingly, this is what they said: to feel appreciated, wanted, and loved.
Yeah.
So that's romance. It don't always
Okay.
have to be fantasy and
No.
surprise.
Yeah.
It could be appreciated, wanted, and loved. Does that resonate for you since you're the resident woman here?
Yeah. Because what does a trip say but those things?
Well, his walk says nothing of those things, but
I
apparently
mean, he walks here.
Apparently, he's got like a swag.
But
Does he have
yes.
like? Is it like a kind of hitch drag that he does when he walks? It's like
It's drag.
I can't even say it's different. It's just the fact that he took the time to say, hey, this is where we're going to go. This is what we're going to do. That is all those things you listed.
it's good. So they also asked these same women. Oh yeah, you can have that's our water sponsor.
Right. It's our,
This drink
yes.
brought to you by.
No, it's just brought to you
Generic.
to Toya.
Ding.
by-
Yeah, where's
We got
where's-
nothing.
Do you get it?
No, I got nothing.
Drink. Somebody.
I got nothing.
Drink? No. Okay. So it's good. So it's neat to say appreciated, valued,
Yeah.
loved. I'm always like, that's cute. What does that look like practically? So here's what the women answered.
All right.
Okay.
National survey, can't be wrong.
Can't be wrong.
Can't be wrong. So here were their top answers when it said, what are practical things men could do that are important for romance?
Let's
This
go.
is what women said.
Okay.
So Toya, you can let us know if these. So after each one, I just want from you confirmation or not.
All
so
right.
you can say yes or no. You can go or
Yeah.
whatever feels right to you.
All right, let's
Number
go.
1, he touches me with tenderness.
Yes.
That's
Jason, I
nice.
like that Jason got it.
Yeah.
Jason,
like
you
that.
went with
Quick
the
with
yes
that.
and bubbles again. He goes,
So I'm like, yeah.
this is such an awkward show.
Yeah.
First, Jason's looking in the camera, talking about how you
How
doing.
you
Now
doing.
he's making sounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I apologize.
That must be something
All right,
you
second
do.
Setting
one.
the tone.
Go ahead.
Second one. He treats me as the most important person in his life.
Yes.
Okay, good. He snuggles after sex.
That depends.
On what?
The woman, she might say, you know what?
I'm saying
tired.
for you.
Oh,
You'd be
I don't
like-
want everybody in my business.
Yeah, so once we're done,
Who's everybody?
Okay.
roll over,
It's
go to
just us.
sleep, right? You need a little space after it.
No,
the three
actually,
of us.
me, you hold me. Wait till I fall
Oh.
asleep if you need to roll over.
That's a lot of work.
A little hot, right?
I'm already
A little
asleep.
sweaty.
I don't want to wait till you fall asleep.
Right.
Okay. All right. He's available
Showers.
when I need help.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He gives emotionally.
Yes.
Okay. He shares his thoughts and dreams
Yes.
with me. Okay. He arranges for us to have time alone. You already answered
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't on here, but I think it should be on here. And when we're out of town, he walks.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Boom. You notice only 2 of those had to do with touch or sex.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
The rest were other emotional things.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which it boils down to he thought of you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all
So this is good news for the guys who don't consider themselves
Yeah.
romantic.
It's easy.
Right.
Yeah.
Just got to
Just
show
pay
up,
attention.
be present,
Yeah.
That's
be
it.
you go.
emotionally invested,
Huh.
prioritize them.
That's it.
That's good. And then walk.
And then walk.
I like.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, that was
Easy enough.
that was a national survey, and
Apparently
Toya
it was
agreed
dead
with
on.
it.
Yeah.
It was right on.
Yeah.
So what about from the woman's side, Toya? How
Exactly.
do guys care about romance?
I'm sure you do. Or
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I guess when I think of romancing my husband, I think that maybe all I need to do is just go in the bedroom, maybe put on something. I don't know if it's lingerie or if it's just nothing at all. And then I'm like, bam, mushroom belt, we are done.
Boom.
But I have a feeling
weird. I don't
it
know.
is
When
more
you-
to it
So
than
what
that.
you're saying is he's you naked wearing a mushroom belt. That does it for him. That's what he wants.
I feel like as soon as you bring the word mushroom,
Kinda-
that's
kinda-
like using the word moist. It doesn't, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
That,
It doesn't
there's
work.
there's certain words that just should not be shared in ever,
Boom.
and
mushroom
that's
belt.
mushroom, moist. I think
Yes.
that because mushrooms are in dark,
Oh.
moist places.
Yeah.
Y'all need to
Yeah.
go watch Boomerang.
So,
go watch Boomerang,
think
please.
the,
The movie.
Yeah. R. Kelly in that.
So
No.
yeah, you were just saying that seems unfair, right? Because you,
It does. So
let's talk about
you
it.
list some of the stuff that is romance for women, and they're
Yeah.
like, I want to be considered, not, want to do and all this stuff. And then for men, it's like, I figure if I'm just butt naked laying down somewhere,
That's good enough.
we square.
Right. What does that
Good,
make
good.
us look like?
Yeah,
Come on. We're
Yeah.
deeper than that.
yeah.
How you
Okay.
doing?
So I think it could go either way.
Yeah.
Right. So I think there could be times where dude, that'd be legit.
Sure.
Boom. But
Absolutely.
then there's other times it probably would be better. Like not every time just naked because the lingerie creates the anticipation, right?
Right.
So it's not always just what's coming off anyway. So I might as well just put a bow around my head and
Yeah.
walk in the door. Right?
Well, okay. And if that was romance every time, it gets to the point where we're going, okay, that again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
there's got to be more to it.
All right. So like what?
I'm not just a piece of meat, Come on.
And the show continues to stay awkward.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Well, I did my own research.
All right.
Find out what men want.
Okay.
Yeah?
I thought
you wanna
Toya
know?
was going to help us out.
Do you know?
on the woman's side, but she didn't. So what
Well,
do
she
men
didn't.
want?
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's see.
Well, the first one, what do you think the first one is? Sexual, not sexual?
Sexual.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could go, but it's being pampered with surprises.
Oh.
Men like surprises.
Really?
Men like surprises.
Yeah.
I
Which I
figured
can
it
see
would
that.
be on the list. It's not. I figured it would be like, small, like not a big. Okay. Like
Sexual
what?
surprises.
Could be. Could be sexual
Oh,
surprises.
well.
Could be something else.
Could be something else. Yeah, there you go. All right. Let them know you're thinking about them.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you do that. You talk about how you do that all the time,
Yeah.
right? All right, let's see what else we got on this.
Is that
list
like
here.
a how you doing? Does that count for that?
Right.
Could count.
Could count.
Could fall in that list. Yeah.
That
Touch 'em.
seems more like I'm checking in with you. I mean,
Yeah,
yours
it depends on how you're doing it.
Yours was cringy and awkward. But I think if you ask the question, just how you doing, that makes
So you
care,
would
you care about
value-
how I'm
You
doing.
would value that to just say, "Hey, how you doing?" Like that.
Not like he did it, but yes, in a non-awkward, cringe-worthy way.
Just
Yeah, it
I'm
was
thinking,
just-
yeah.
we
Not a
consider
check-in.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
How you doing?
just
Yeah.
thinking about you.
which is different
That's
than
all.
Jason's how you doing.
Was it that different?
So I have a question.
It felt different.
If a wife is gonna text you out of the blue, like, "Hey, just thinking about you," will you assume that something is gonna happen that night?
No,
Not
because
necessarily.
the weather changes so quickly.
Yeah.
that I would there's an outside chance that if I was at the grocery store 5 minutes away and I got a text that said in bed, can't wait for you to get home, I would still believe by the time I got home the weather could have shifted and she no longer she was either asleep in the bed what she meant or something else happened. So no, I would never.
You can't assume stuff.
Yeah, you don't cash the check until
there's money in the bank.
Yeah, you just don't.
I love this because this is so real right here.
Yeah,
like this is very, very real.
Could have been because you show up all excited and you're like, "What happened?" It's like, "Oh well,
the check bounced.
Johnny's nose was running." Like, dude, give him a Kleenex. Game on.
Because there have been many times that it's around a certain time of day that I'm just like, oh, I cannot wait to get home. Let me send him a message and just let him know how I'm feeling. And then I get home and my mind is just not anywhere near what it was 5 hours ago. And then I feel bad. So it's good to know that, I guess this kind of happens, but
So don't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to follow through. Once you open the game up, follow through.
I'm going back to if you even say, "Hey, just thinking about you."
No, that's not just thinking about you. Is not.
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I just was curious if these husbands would be like, "Oh, she's sending me this really nice generic message, but maybe that means something." So you don't look deeper into that. You don't. Okay, that's good to know. That was the question.
There you go.
All right.
So let's see. So touch him is on the list. Spoil him is on the list. But the last one here is interesting.
Okay.
All right. Put down your phone and connect with him.
Ooh.
That's what men want.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
There you go. So I thought those were interesting because really out of those, okay, some could fall in a sexual category, but there were just as many as not. So
I like it.
there you go.
I learned something.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying sexual is great.
It's and it's necessary.
That's necessary.
Yeah.
There you go. Did that help you? I think that helped.
It did.
So I think what we learned is that romance is not just flowers, bubble baths, and 5-star getaways.
Right.
It's the subtle walk.
The thought.
It's the squint of the left eye and how you doing for some people.
For some people.
Some people. Yeah.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, this can go, I mean, like we talked about, this could be anybody. Anybody can have their own little thing. And this thing, what was the title of this thing?
How do you spell romance?
Romance, that's right. So
I know it was a long time ago when we introed the show,
well,
so I can see how you may have forgotten. The leopard
got you a little bit. It's kind of like
the
lights and seizures.
It's weird, like every once in a while, the corner of my eye, I think there's like a wild cat sneaking up on me.
Here we go.
Like, oh no, it's just toy stuff.
Oh my goodness.
So how do you spell romance? So I wanted, that got me thinking. After the Mark Twain thing, I'm like, I really gotta check you guys out, see how smart you really are.
Oh my goodness.
So we're gonna have a spelling bee.
Oh.
I want to see how you spell.
All right.
That's good.
Romance ain't on it.
Okay.
All right. This is a hip hop spelling bee.
Hip hop spelling bee.
We're using some words,
which makes sense
out of the hip hop.
Nothing screams hip hop
right?
like this guy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? like literally when I'm driving in my car and a hip hop song comes on, I'm like, Fowler. Jason, every time.
Let's see how we do.
This is one of those things. Okay, Toya.
What?
I'm just gonna lay down the gauntlet.
Laying it down. Here we go.
We're not gonna talk about your age because we don't do that for women. But you are significantly younger than me.
Okay.
I'm clearly white, and we're doing a hip hop spelling bee. So if you cannot beat a 48-year-old white male at the hip hop spelling bee, I just think there's got to be consequences.
Oh well.
So your card
gets
revoked, or I take it.
You
or something.
cannot take it.
Well, maybe I get it.
Oh my goodness!
I'm just saying we'll discuss that later. Go ahead.
Yeah,
go
let's see
ahead.
what we got.
We'll just
and I got sentences for you if you need it in a sentence.
Oh, we can. So we can ask. Can you use that?
I
in a
don't
sentence?
even want to play.
Yeah, this is perfect. This feels like a spelling bee. Let's go.
Spelling bee.
I don't even want to play this game.
You're up first.
Okay.
Oh wow!
All right.
Oh
like it.
gosh. So we're not.
If she
okay.
can't get it, can I steal
Yes,
it from her?
then you'll be
Okay,
next.
this is
All right,
great.
here we go. You ready?
This is great.
The first word is axe.
Oh yeah.
Do you need that in a sentence? Do you need it in a sentence?
Yeah. Go
All
ahead.
right. Blood vessel popping out of my cranium. Brother axe. Stupid question driving me insane.
ASKS. Are
A
we
what?
AS. Like it's ask, but they're pronouncing it axe.
ASKS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's wrong. Would you like to take it?
Yeah. It's AKS. I gotta ask.
He got it right.
Gotta ask
AKS.
somebody. Yeah.
He
It's
is
hip hop.
right.
Come on.
Hip hop.
You spelled white ass.
It's all right. Hey, you got more. You got
I-
more.
You can
Okay.
try again.
But I acknowledge
more.
the pronunciation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
See,
All
I
right.
didn't
I saw
understand
the
the
funniest.
Now you
rules.
do.
I saw the funniest video,
Oh,
like
man.
TikTok video on that one question, where they were like trying to find out if the person was white or not. They were asking all these questions, and they were like answering. It was a black guy answering as if he was white, and then he's like, "Okay, say ask," and the guy was like. Like, so good. Oh, I can't fake
Yeah.
this. This is so great. So anyway,
Oh,
all right,
my
next one.
gosh.
We're off to a good start here.
It's
All right?
my turn.
So this is a word, but it's kind of phrasy too.
Okay.
Right? So it's your turn.
Yeah.
What it do?
What it do?
Yeah.
I like it. So
Spell it.
Oh, I just gotta spell it.
Just spell it.
What it do? WATITDO. What it do?
He got it right.
Mm-hmm.
He got it right.
There's no need for the H.
He got
in
it
hip
right.
hop
I mean,
spelling.
I
Got it right.
didn't.
I mean, it is.
All right.
Come
all right,
on,
here we
let's
go.
go.
All right,
I'm
Toya,
ready.
You're up.
Yeah.
Here we
Now
go.
that I
Okay.
understand the game,
Yeah.
like you just.
All right.
Oh, because I had some inside. Yeah,
Here we go.
That makes
All right,
sense.
Toya, you got this one. Ready? Skrilla. You want in the sentence? I figure you
Do
might
you know
want a
what? Well,
sentence.
hold on. Does she know the definition of Skrilla?
In the
He's
sentence-
gonna give me.
the
He's
sentence-
Do you
gonna
know
give
what
me
it
the
is? I
sentence.
think we should get points for that. Do you know what Skrilla
We're
We're
is?
not changing it in the middle of the
Do you
game,
know what's-
Eric.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna keep it the same.
See, well, you'll probably know the definition from this. West Coast MC making that Skrilla. Spell it. You don't have to know what it is. Just spell it.
SKRILLA.
That is wrong. Eric.
SCRILLA. Skrilla.
That is correct. That is correct.
Just it's just money, cheese, bread.
All right.
It's all the same.
You know
This
what?
is embarrassing.
I'm going to let you go first again.
How does she keep getting to go first?
Because you're
Because
so far
it's
ahead.
running
you know,
away from-
yeah.
that's
We got
cool.
we got to bring it
That's
back here.
cool.
Here we go. BG.
BG.
You ain't old school. You just BG. How you spell it?
BG.
She got one. She got that. Yeah.
I was hoping she was going to add some letters, dude. That was going to be great.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's good.
All right.
All right.
Blah. This is your word.
Blah.
Blah.
Use it in a sentence.
Sentence. What up, blah?
Oh, BLUH.
That's correct.
I would have spelled it
All
too.
right, that's correct.
Oh my goodness.
All right. You got this one. You ready? Dom P.
Use it in a sentence, please. Oh
Knocking
my
down
gosh.
some Dom P champagne.
Oh, Don Perrier. So Don P. DONP.
She got it. She got it.
Did good.
yeah,
She did good,
yeah. Yeah. All right. Last one.
All right.
Tim's.
Timberlands. The
yeah,
boots.
there you go.
TIMS.
No.
TIMZ.
No.
Ha!
You gotta go.
Tim's. I think I should get this.
When you spell it right, you
Tim's.
will. The spelling is.
TIM.
Didn't you do that one before?
She did an S last time.
Oh,
okay.
I'm gonna double M. TIMM.
Well, let me give this one to you. TIMBS. Tim's, because it's
Tim's,
Timberlands.
Yeah, Tim's.
Because
Oh.
it's Timberland boots, right? All right.
Well, I mean,
now we know who's more black.
But at least I knew.
Yeah.
But I knew it. You know what? The one I didn't know was Skrilla. I didn't know
Skrilla.
that one.
There you go.
But everything else I knew. I just thought you spell it
No,
correct.
that's okay.
but
I mean, there's.
Be
Listen,
proud of
hey,
yourself. You
listen.
got BG right.
Listen, at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of life, there's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Nothing.
There's a young black
Oh
woman
my
losing to a
gosh.
middle-aged white guy at hip-hop
No.
spelling. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Nothing at all.
Man.
That's just
The key is just understanding.
I hope your
you
son
don't need
wasn't
to
watching.
spell it. You don't need to spell it. So it's
a
fine.
good thing,
It
so.
is
I guess
fine.
I'll-
All right, bro. Any other thoughts on romance? How do you spell romance?
No, it's different for everybody. My thing
Yeah.
is understand your spouse. You
Yeah.
know, like you mentioned physical touch or touching.
Right. Yep.
Like does your husband want you to massage his head, his neck, or any other part? So just
Yeah.
understand what that looks like, you know, because it's different. All those details are different.
And I think at the end of the day, it's not, we get caught up in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, is it the bubble bath? Is it the roses? Is it
Right.
all that kind of stuff? But the reality is, what's behind all of that is you're valuable enough for me to take time and effort
Yeah.
to prioritize you and do something for
Period.
you.
Yeah.
So I think part of it's key finding out what they want, right? Mm-hmm. My wife don't like flowers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so for a lot of our marriage, I was trying to buy her flowers on Valentine's until she told
Right.
me different. And so I said, okay, what do you value? And I try to
There
meet
you
her
go.
in those spots.
There you go.
So part of it is you got to know your spouse.
Yep.
Right.
And then if you put time and effort in, that will be romance.
I mean, let's face it. Distractions everywhere. So that's basically what you're doing. You're showing the other person, I'm removing the distractions,
Yeah. You're
focusing.
important. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You don't have to make it that hard.
Exactly.
Not as hard as that spelling bee was.
and
Oh,
if
boo.
all else fails,
B-O-O.
go leopard.
Oh, go
If
leopard.
all else fails, there you go.
leopard.
And if you want to check out any past episodes that have to do with this, episode 103 and 104 actually was it was a two-parter. How
look at
to
us.
get him to swoon you.
Oh.
So 103 and 104, and then episode 108, help, my spouse wants too much sex. So you can check that
Huh.
out.
Too much, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, you
Wouldn't-
gotta listen to get the
Wouldn't this swoon
details.
one? That was just you and Amon.
Yeah.
We were out of town for
I
that
think you
one.
guys were swooning.
Oh,
on
we
that.
did that one?
You
was,
guys,
I
yeah.
don't remember.
You and the
Okay.
producer were talking about
producer.
Yeah.
pulling back the
Those
curtain.
are,
on
right?
that.
Yeah. And then the next episode was Stop, My Spouse Wants Too Much Sex.
Yeah.
So he swooned you, and then it was too much
Now
sex.
it's too much.
Yeah.
I
So what do you
understand.
do?
What do you do?
You gotta
That's
listen.
a problem. Okay.
108. Anyway, thank y'all so much for joining us on the Relation Shop.
Adios.
We are out.
Later.